Hello. Today I'm coming to you to talk about, we've been getting a big influx of questions regarding the letter that the Department of Education just sent out about PSLF waivers, the Public Service Loan Forgiveness waivers. I pulled up the letter on my screen and I wanted to talk about a few news articles that came out recently because I want to address questions that borrowers have around this letter that just got sent out, basically alerting you that they have made real and significant changes to the loan forgiveness program and to just essentially watch out for getting increased number of payments that qualify towards loan forgiveness, okay? So they're using large scale data to process who qualifies for more counts towards public service loan forgiveness. I'm going to also talk about recommendations for you to also qualify yourself because you can't rely on loan servicers to do the best job for you. So if you like the content of this video, please consider subscribing, comment, leave your questions, anything we can help with. If you leave a comment, we try to respond to all the comments, okay? Love if you'd subscribe and like. That would greatly help us. So, We've had this influx of questions. Is there anything I should be doing? Technically, the answer is no, but I'm going to say yes. There are things you should be doing. Number one, you should know exactly how many payments you have made on your student loans and how many of them currently count towards forgiveness. You don't know that answer. You can get that answer. We can help you get that answer. But essentially, you can get that answer by pulling your loan file and examining it, or you could just upload your loan data into our software and on the My Loans page, we will tabulate for you the number of payments the government says you have qualified for in terms of forgiveness. If you've never filed an employer certification form, that means you have 0 payments counted towards forgiveness, okay? So we want to be very clear. This limited PSLF waiver requires that you file an employer certification form before October of 2022. So I want to warn you, if you've already filed it, you're enrolled in the program. So number one, make sure you filed an employer certification form. Number two, the second and very important part is go back and know exactly how many payments you have made towards your student loans and go back and see how many the government has counted towards forgiveness. If there's a discrepancy, you really should be filing a letter into the loan servicers because you can't rely on them to count it for you appropriately, because think about how many millions of borrowers they're serving. You really need to self-advocate to make sure you're getting the maximum number of payments counted. It is possible to get forgiveness. We've had people who come in with 0 payments counted and literally get their loans forgiven and all their loans forgiven in 6 months time. It's a lot of paperwork filing and a lot of employer certifications to track, but we're here to support you on that journey if you in fact have worked for several nonprofits over that time. So I want to let you know, the government is saying they'll automatically count it, but what we're recommending is you to count it yourself against tracking how much the government is recognizing you for and submitting a letter. We have a type form letter that we can assist you with to submit if you do not have the right number of payments counted. So this is just a little overview. You can click on this link and read more about what this program is recommending, but I essentially summarized it. But essentially, okay, it's saying you have to be full-time employed, and you really need to have filed a employer certification form. And it's saying here, if you don't have direct loans, you should consolidate into the direct loan program by October 31st as well. That's not an issue with a lot of the people we've already assisted, but if you're new to our platform or want to get started and need to learn more details, we have all the details on the limited public service loan forgiveness waiver. We're here to assist you, get started completely for free. I also do want to talk about, this is in line with Biden's targeted $2 billion of extra forgiveness. It's exactly in line. He's going to give 600 borrowers increased cancellation and forgiveness. And he is focusing specifically on public servants, right? Borrowers who have total and permanent disability, as well as those who have gone to for-profit colleges. So if any of those apply to you, like you're getting SSI for disability, can get more loan forgiveness. We can assist. If you are not properly filed into public service loan forgiveness and have FFEL loans or Perkins loans, you must consider filing by October. And if you've been defrauded by a for-profit college, you're also a great candidate for us to support. Okay, that's just a little bit about this article. We want to let people know. If you are trying to buy a house and you also want to know, can loan forgiveness help me? You do not. Loan forgiveness can help people, even people who are not public servants. So if you're trying to buy a house, it's really important for you to understand the impacts of your student loans to the debt to income. And of course, come through the LoanSense platform. You can get an estimate completely for free in terms of, is there ability to reduce your student loan payment? The student loan payment, once reduced, can improve the debt to income, which will help you afford more home. If you want to speak to someone or understand a little bit more about the impacts on home buying and affordability, we're here to support you as well. If you're a lender, just know that people are going to be kicked into repayment in January. And if they fall into any of these categories that can benefit from increased forgiveness, know that you as a lender benefit as well, because if they get any loan forgiveness, that benefits their ability to afford and improve their debt to income, especially if they qualify for forgiveness, dollar for dollar, that can improve the debt to income and help with affordability. So we hope that gives insight. This was a super quick video on the number of questions we're just getting in about this limited public service loan forgiveness. We hope this video answers the question. If you're already a client of our platform, a consumer of our platform, please, and you have additional questions, you can comment on this video or you can email us at info@myloansense.com, and we're happy to give you an answer. If you're not a customer and are very confused by what's happening with your loans, you can easily become a customer. Get started at myloansense.com, and we are happy to guide you through this extremely confusing process. Know that we're also about to change student loan servicers. So there may be a lot of things that go wrong in 2022 with your student loans. We don't wish for it, but being prepared and knowing how to prepare for a transfer of your servicer, especially if your loans are serviced by Fed loans, that's going to be the largest loans that will need to be moved over. So prepare. I would pull every communication that Fed loan or your servicer has made with you. I would also make sure to download and get the most updated student loan file so you have that on record. And let us know if you need any support. We're here to help, and we hope this video has been informative.